Yeah, we are.
I'm hitting the start streaming button. We are. Hold on.
Keegan, everything good? Tech-wise, we good?
We are now live.
Dang, awesome. Well, folks, we're about to get started here. Keegan, you're just ready for me to click it at this point? Keegan, everything good? Great
Yep.
start.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whenever you're ready.
Okay, let's go, guys. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the final matchup of this preseason tournament. We're going to have the number 1 seed, Keegan Fong, facing up against the number 2 seed, Ryan Martinez. Riley, we have the 2 best teams in the league right now facing each other in the finals. Are you excited to watch this game?
I'm incredibly excited to watch this game, Joe. Now, there wasn't a Cinderella story in this tournament like there are in some of the others past, but really, it's always exciting to see 2 juggernauts who have just dominated their first 2 rounds come together and clash.
Absolutely, and we've seen in Keegan's path so far, he was obviously able to dismantle Spencer and then yourself being the number 5 seed, and Ryan, he's only really had to face a 6th seed and a 7th seed so far, and coming off of those matchups, especially against someone as skilled as Keegan Fong, do you think Ryan is tested enough in this matchup?
You see, I think Ryan, especially with that 6th seed, it's a little deceiving. That was a person who had taken down the 3 seed in the round before, so I think it's given him a bit of practice.
Give me a
Coming
little bit
into
of
this.
PTSD here on the broadcast.
Sorry to remind you.
No, you're all good.
But
Steven was it does help my ego a little bit to be like, Steven, he was a great competitor. He was really higher than a 6 seed if you think about it.
Exactly. And it is worth noting that Keegan had the 8 seed in the first round, and then me in the first round, who unfortunately did not give him too much of a challenge either. It really has been these 2 just in a league of their own, especially for those first 2 matches each. But coming into this, we'll have to see just what their strategies are, where they overlap, and just who is going to come out in these first couple of rounds.
So yeah, obviously we're seeing Ryan go with Tim Scott, going with a little bit of an old South push early on, and see Keegan going as Bernie Sanders. It looks like he's trying to make a play on Town and Gown while also trying to get high tech early. What do you think of his placement so far?
As a former Bernie player, I really got to say that high tech and town and down combo with the New York, with the Massachusetts, eventually getting California later, get some bonuses on some other things. It really does not overlap with some of the states, town and down combo, like Old South, the New York, and African American that Tim Scott is strongest in.
No, now, Riley, if you don't mind me asking, what made you graduate from someone who played as Bernie Sanders to more of a Tim Ryan player, as we've seen the past 3 rounds? What do you like about playing as Tim Ryan?
Now, the thing I like most about Tim Ryan is the swing state manufacturing overlap. I think, especially with swing states, it gets you a very hefty bonus right there in the start with not a whole lot of states necessary, and then allows you to sort of branch out in whatever way looks most promising to you. And with Bernie, there's not quite that level of flexibility, but seeing as Ryan's playing as Tim Scott, someone who's not likely to intrude on too many other states that Keegan's going to be making a play for, I think it's honestly smart choice of characters for both sides of this matchup.
Now, Tim Scott and the Ryan campaign is taking a early lead here with 160 electoral votes, and I think it's worth pointing out just for our viewers here on the stream that no one can remember the last time Ryan Martinez beat Keegan Fong in a one-on-one game of 270. So what do you think is going through Ryan's mind during this? Is there like an expectation here, or is there something to prove? What do you think Ryan is trying to accomplish in this game?
I mean, I really do think Ryan is just trying to pull the first upset of this season. It's obviously Keegan is just been the standard for great 270 play. This, as long as I can remember playing with him. And I think Ryan is just trying to put a little bit of a crack in that just beautiful profile that Keegan has set up for himself. So really, I think just a win, any way, shape, or matter, would establish Ryan as another one of the greats in 270.
Absolutely. There's a lot on the line for Ryan, especially going into this season. This preseason tournament is really going to shape the narrative moving forward of, is Ryan as good as Keegan Fong? Is he more of a pretender? Is Keegan taking a step back? There's going to be lots of assumptions made after this very crucial finals game, even if it doesn't impact the standings at all for this season.
No, exactly. I mean, and it really does sort of come back to that lack of a Cinderella that we had before. I know Ryan Martinez made some favorable comments about myself until I was unfortunately just dispatched by Keegan. And we had Steven, who was another one of those lower seeds that came up after beating you, and then ultimately did not get past Ryan Martinez at all. So honestly, Ryan Martinez is going to be the closest thing to a Cinderella we have, even if he is the number 2 seed.
No, absolutely. And as with Ryan winning today, he will be the third upset with, of course, Steven beating me and then you pulling off the upset over Alexander Lucy. So Ryan's going to have to, he's currently in the lead. He's going to have to hold on to this. We see Keegan doing that shotgun strategy he's patented for him going in those states like Mississippi, Alabama, Virginia, Maryland, Iowa, Wisconsin. It's hard to imagine Ryan not losing states at this point.
No, he's definitely a little bit more spread out. And it is also interesting that Ryan hasn't been able to gain the African American vote that is so just integral to his strategy coming into this. He does have the swing state and the Old South, which are both, good bonuses, but he's going to need a little bit more if he intends to upset Keegan this round.
We see an interesting, I'm sorry to interrupt, Riley, but we see an interesting play here of Bernie Sanders picking up 25 electoral votes. Ryan does pick up agriculture and manufacturing thanks to his margin in Texas now, but this lead has evened up a little bit. It's going to be an interesting game going down the stretch here. We're approaching the halfway point, but 179, 167, Ryan's currently has the 12-point advantage right now. But as someone who is historically often getting the African American vote in this 270 game, we see Bernie Sanders and Keegan has done an excellent job thus far being able to take it by grabbing some of those states in the South and Tennessee, in Alabama and South Carolina, of course, locking up Maryland, and then Michigan, Illinois, and New York has really put him over the top. You have to figure this was a priority coming into this game from Keegan.
Exactly. It looks like Keegan's made a strong core with that town and gown and that high tech. And now he's expanding a little bit, trying to take away some of those opportunities for openings that Ryan Martinez, that's Tim Scott, might be able to take advantage of.
I'm calling
it is
shot
interesting.
clock
Most
on
of the
you at a
big
minute and a
states.
I'm getting we're getting some audio here from the commentary booth right now. I think the Keegan campaign is upset at Ryan for taking so long. Of course, we've extended the time a little bit to have some further commentary, but do you think Keegan has the right to be a little mad at Ryan for going over time, or do you think it's just part of this game right now?
I mean, I really do think that it's just Ryan Martinez taking advantage of the time that's given to him. You always say, don't hate the player, hate the game. If Keegan doesn't want to play with those 3 minutes and he wants to go on that 1 minute where he relies a little bit on snap decisions than pure 270 knowledge, he should have requested that coming into this. But at this point, in a lesser mental state, then that might just be even a good strategy for Ryan.
No, that's definitely fair, and the rules are obviously not going to change moving forward. But just to give Keegan a little bit of credit here, he's obviously a gentleman of the sport. He's very into the fundamentals, the handshakes after the game, the good game, sir, even in the face of a loss, which it looks like he might be headed towards right now with Ryan approaching that 243
Very true.
March.
I do want to mention that Tim Scott has just started to make a play in California, which if he can take that California, Texas, Florida combo, that could be potent for the Keegan campaign.
Oh, no, definitely. And given the fact that Ryan already has 243 electoral votes, some of that is just from going into California just now. But Tim Scott also basically just gave up Pennsylvania and Michigan to Keegan. And there's several states that Keegan has been able to pry off from Tim Scott. But at this point, with if he's able to secure California, that'll give him oil and gas and Latino, definitely. I'd have to look at his other bonuses, but those two are locks. Once you get around 5 state groups and you have a lead in this game, that's hard to shake.
No, exactly. I think the most integral thing for Tim Scott and Ryan Martinez right now is to be able to keep that manufacturing and that swing state groups. Because really, if he's able to expand in California while keeping a hold on those two, I think he's going to be a really good position coming forward. It's just the only thing.
What happened to the shot clock? Time out. What happened to the shot clock, Keegan?
I finished before minute 30.
Wait.
We have some banter in between.
Reports of a altercation between Ryan Martinez and Keegan Fogg, the former roommates. You really hate to see it, Riley. Like them just going at it like this.
You really do.
They used to be such great friends. They were roommates, and now they've just let politics divide them. It's really sad to see, isn't it?
Exactly. It's disappointing to see this banter, especially if it distracts from really the quite great game we're having right now. And it is worth noticing Ryan Martinez is coming close to that 270 mark. So if he's able to hold his states coming in, it's not looking great for Keegan. Of course, there are still many turns left to play, and Keegan does have opportunities to overtake Ryan Martinez in some of his key states. But it's not looking like an incredible start for Keegan Fogg right now.
Just with how Keegan plays the game, he's not going to have one of those bad losses where he loses by 100 electoral votes, but he's going to have to pick up states somewhere. I don't know where, but and I'm getting reports. The Ryan campaign is not happy that Keegan went 5 seconds over the minute 30 agreed upon time. What's with all this bickering we keep seeing? I know Ryan's in the lead, but it just seems like every play now, like, did they really play 270 like this back when we were playing, Riley?
Back when I remember, back in the good old days when it was just sort of amateurs duking it out in our commons floor, it wasn't
the
quite
spirit
like
of competition. Exactly. Where is that?
The sportsmanship. It seems to have disappeared with a championship on the line, and that is just quite unfortunate to see.
Yeah, it's not a great look for the sport to see the number 1 and the number 2 teams in the league going at each other like this. I mean, where's the civility out there?
Exactly. It's certainly not a Federer-Nadal sort of relationship where, you go out, you play against each other. It's just gone vitriolic out here, and that's just a shame to see.
And we see Ryan, he has 6 state groups at the moment, and it's getting around turn 12 at this point. Do you see a reasonable path here for Keegan?
I think it's just hard. Ooh, and we see 44 plus electors for Ryan Martinez on that term. I think it's just hard. Once you have that California, Texas, Florida combo, as long with some other key states such as Ohio and Illinois are being captured, it's going to be tough for Keegan. Not impossible, especially since he has $1.1 million currently.
I will point out this is going to be an important turn because Keegan, like you mentioned, has $1.1 million, and he's just employed his shotgun strategy. You see him in Georgia, you see him in Ohio, Indiana, Kentucky, New Mexico, Colorado, and several other states where Ryan, he has the state group advantage money-wise, but Keegan's been saving. He has $1.1 million. This might be the move that could get Keegan back into this game.
It's going to be interesting how soon we see somebody force a ballot. If we see Ryan Martinez try to end the game early, now that he has the ballot lead, or if he's going to try and strengthen up the states that he has right now and wait a little bit longer to go into that ballot forcing. But
no, absolutely.
It is interesting to see which choice they're going to make in reinforcement or aggressiveness. And I think what happens on this turn is going to show a lot about what the players are going to do for the rest of the game and possibly their strategies for the rest of the season.
And I just want to point this out.
Shot clock question mark again?
I finished before minute 30.
Another shot clock dispute coming.
Another outburst.
Oh, and we see
Oh,
Keegan does pick up 38. Wow, he's evening this game out a little bit. Keegan's
he
now
is.
back up to 232 electoral votes. And then I think a little bit more importantly, the ballot is still not coming. So that's going to give Keegan a little bit of time here to try to maneuver and try to take a few more states from Ryan to even this game out. So
Exactly.
Ryan's at 281, a little bit above 270, but I don't think Ryan Martinez is comfortable in this situation because Keegan's in a bunch of his states, and we've seen this movie 100 times where Keegan will be in 20 of your states. He picks up just enough to squeak out ahead.
Exactly. I will say if there's one form of respite that Ryan can take comfort in, it's that he still has retained most of his state groups. So there was only about 100,000 gap or so in money between the two candidates. However, that still is so much money for Keegan to attack other states that may have been overlooked during the process, especially with this minute and a half times that have been established by both campaigns. So really, it's if Ryan is able to force a ballot and keep some of his key states, that's really going to be the question on who wins.
And you know the most as a Tim Ryan player about those overlooked states. And one thing I want to ask you is if Ryan is able to squeak this out, as we see he climbs above the 300 threshold, and I think, yep, we're seeing the
Oh, it
ballot
looks
come in
like we
this
have a
turn.
ballot turn.
If Ryan is able to squeak this out, what does that do for the Ryan Martinez legacy?
I think, while this is just a preseason game, I think this sends a message to everybody going forward in the season that Keegan can fall. And I really think that is good for both the competitiveness of the league and just, the amount of fun that everybody's having. Because it's not good to see, Tom Brady win like 7 Super Bowls in a row. That's not
As a
fun. You need to see
Patriots
the king
fan,
fall sometimes.
I might have to disagree with you on that one, but I do understand the sentiment there. When Keegan comes into these tournaments and just wins every single time, takes a little bit of the fun out. And just considering that Ryan didn't have the storylines headed into this, I know he was the number 2 seed, but people were talking about, oh, Joe Miller's going to make a deep run, or Keegan falling, he's as dominant as ever. Riley Black, he's a dark horse to win this tournament. Ryan has gone under the radar most of his run, even as he's made it to the championship game. So if he is able to pull this one out, it'll be something. It'll be a confidence boost heading into this season, that's for sure.
Exactly. And I do want to point out if Keegan does manage to somehow pull out a victory on this turn, I think that says a lot about both his strategic prowess and how he manages these sort of late game sections, but also to show just how close Ryan made it. Because I think either way, Ryan Martinez can come out of this game feeling good about himself. Because he is the front runner up until now and very well may win this tournament. So either way, the coin
Definitely.
flips. I think it's going to be. I mean, it's a good game to watch. It's been a great game this entire time, and I think just everybody should feel satisfied about their performance tonight.
And we're about to see those state returns come in at any moment. So this is going to come down to these important ones. Okay. And we see Sanders locks up Arkansas. Okay. Tim Scott holds on to Colorado. That's going to be important. Bernie does take Kansas. So Keegan's going to be at 233 now. Ooh, they conflict in Maine. That's going to hurt Keegan's chances a little bit here. Okay. Keegan locks in Minnesota. Conflict in Mississippi. Ryan's going to end up with it. So far, Keegan's not making up much ground. The conflict in Montana, that's going to hurt Keegan too. Ooh, and Keegan's going to lose Nebraska there. That hurts. But he picks up Nevada. That should even it out. And Oklahoma. That's going to raise him above 240 at this point. Oh, they conflict in Rhode Island, especially with Keegan at 240. That's going to hurt. Okay, he picks up South Dakota. That'll put him at 244. He keeps Tennessee. Another conflict in Vermont. Wow. So many conflicts in these small states so far. Ooh, Wisconsin. And that's going to be it. Ryan Martinez has won with 294 electoral votes. We're going to go straight into the post game. So, Keegan, are you with us?
Yes, I'm here.
So you're obviously ranked number 1 going into this matchup. It was a close one, came down to the final ballot, but those conflicts really killed you at the end. What were your thoughts on your performance tonight?
A little disappointing, especially considering how well we did in the first 2 matches. Just a learning experience. I'm sure we'll meet Ryan again later on in later tournaments, and we're just gonna keep this one in mind and learn from it.
When the
Keegan,
committee, sorry, go ahead, Riley.
For Keegan, I was noticing in the very first beginning turns, you're sort of going for that, high tech town and gown strategy. How do you think that you're still going to go forward in the future with this type of strategy, or do you think you're going to have to adapt it a little bit after this loss with Bernie?
Obviously we're always changing some things up, we're tweaking some things. And we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see in the next couple games we play. I don't want to give away too much, especially given how good of a competitor Ryan is. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna disclose that.
Well, Keegan, thank you so much for not answering that question. We're going to go take it over to Ryan now, the champion of our preseason tournament. So, Ryan, you beat the number 1 seed Keegan in this tournament. What's going through your mind right now? Was this a shock to you, or did your game plan go as you wanted to execute it?
It's not a shock, but it's obviously, pleasant to see. Keegan usually gets the best of me, but I have on occasion been able to produce a result like this. And, I had a great start to the game. Obviously, Keegan's very difficult. And, against other opponents with the state groups I had, I probably would have ran away with it. But Keegan, uber aggressive, attacking me, doing his shotgun strategies, took away some electoral votes. But at the end of the day, we got the win. But this is a preseason tournament. All right, I'm not coming for first place in a preseason tournament. I'm here to win the whole thing. And Keegan, of course, is gonna adapt. He's gonna come with new strategies, and I'm probably gonna beat him again.
Before Riley asks his question, I just want to ask: do you think you are the number 1 team in the league right now?
I mean, I won the tournament. I think I need to be ranked number 1 at the moment.
Gotcha. Well, right, I'm going to go over to Riley.
And Ryan, I just want to comment on a couple moments of the game where it appeared that you and Keegan were having, some verbal disputes. So I just want to ask you sort of why those came along and how that affected your mindset during the match.
Well, look, Keegan brought it up at first. I was kind of joking around a bit later on in the game, but, I was just going to call him out for what he was calling me out for. So, just some banter, just some trash talk. And, it's a rivalry. We're the top 2 teams in the league. We're in a tier, by ourselves. And, we go at it sometimes. Yeah.
Ryan, that does hurt a little bit that I'm not in that tier. But thank you
so
so much. Congrats on the win.
I think you deserve to be in that tier. But based off recent performances, you're gonna have to climb back in.
That's fair. That's fair. I'm no stranger to hard work, Ryan. So I'm gonna be seeing you in that tier pretty soon. But congrats on the win tonight, Ryan.
Thank you very much.
All right, folks, that's going to do it for the preseason tournament. But coming weeks, we're going to start our regular season play and see some of these matchups again and some new ones. So, folks, stay tuned for that. I am Joe Miller in the commentary booth, signing off with Riley Black. Thank you so much, everybody.
This is a point where I want to hop in and say hello to AP. Thanks for joining the stream. None of us know who you are. Hi. Do y'all want to do some more matches since whoever the hell this guy is clearly wants to watch us?
Sure, I'm down.
We can do 4? Just one 4-person match, yeah. And I gotta go.
Right.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's fine.
I'll do 1.
That works with me.
Okay.
I still think the golf commentary fits, by the way.
That was better. That was better. I'll set up the game.
Keegan is always a tough critic with our commentary.
Exactly. Jeez.
You should see our film sessions after this. He's always like, okay, you gotta say it a little bit. Where's the pop? Where's the pep? You gotta bring it out a little bit more.
It's just every single syllable with this guy. We love you, but you're a hard ass, man.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. That's entirely fair.
Tough critic.
Said I sounded like I was on NPR.
I mean, you do sound like you're on NPR.
I feel
mean,
like
true, but you said it, like, and you brought it into the world. You know, that part is where it hurts a little bit.
I'm
Hayden,
gonna.
we are streaming live right now, so please.
True, we have an audience.
Hayden, there's an audience right now.
Wait,
so
Hayden,
please.
are you AP by any chance? I assume you're not. Hayden. Okay.
Hayden, can you speak?
I sent.
What's AP?
That's who's
Okay,
watching
okay.
us right now, so I'm assuming it's not you. I sent the code in the chat, by the way, guys.
Very good.
Y'all should probably join before AP does.
That part is where it hurts. Joining.
I'm
Hayden,
gonna.
Now,
Any
when you
chance?
say
I
live,
assume you're not.
who's the streamer?
Me. I will
Hayden,
mute you. I sent.
What's AP?
The guy who's watching us right now.
The power I hold.
I also wield some power. I can literally just do this.
Oh no. Oh no. Ryan's about to win this game so easily.
Why am I about to win this game so easily?
Oh lord.
Spencer just said Joe cannot talk about ignoring questions in the chat. Wow. Well, the thing is, I'm honest about it. I'll just say pat. But wow, Spencer
the
really
Dems
went
are. Keegan plays. He doesn't just like do a Dem strategy. He'll go all over the place. He'll be
Oh
fun.
my god. Y'all, the weather, it feels like -8 degrees outside and it's snowing like a motherfucker. Why can't it just be nice for one day? Shit.
I feel that, man.
Well, there you go. And Duck Slayer is muted.
Oh,
Alright.
our game had started.
Yeah, we've started.
We in here.
Beautiful.
Well, we need to like talk about something, or
Yeah.
So, okay, so Keegan, you're pulling out the Ruth Bader Ginsburg strategy right now,
I am, yeah.
right?
And
Yeah,
Do you
You're
have
Ruth-
anything to say about that, Keegan?
I'm Roof. Tim Ryan is obviously Riley. AOC is
Yeah.
Joe, and Ryan's playing. I haven't seen Ryan play Rake. Did we all go national groups? What? Oh
I just didn't
God.
spend.
Oh, okay.
Very nice.
Jesus.
Yeah, what was I gonna say? I usually play as Reagan, but Tim Scott, I kind of wanted to just I didn't want to go national groups against you, Keegan. I wanted to just go right into it and try to suck up as many states as I could. So Tim Scott is better than the Reagan at like the state group bonuses. African American, which I didn't get, but I was trying to get. Old South, manufacturing and such. So.
Welcome back, Spencer. You're free to talk if you want. We're kind of just in a 4-person game. We've got an audience member, so I don't know. We're just
Gotcha. Okay. Woo. Shut up, mom's car.
I'm gonna unmute Hayden reluctantly.
Given
Do
What
it,
are you
Smosh.
scared of? Why are
Proceed
you
with
scared
thought.
of me being unmuted? What can I say?
There's a lot of
I
things you
can think of
say.
a few things.
I don't
I
want you to
am
answer
a-
that, actually.
I am a changed man. I'm woke AF, as the kids would say,
Oh,
despite my
God.
3 hours of sleep. God,
Okay.
I'm woke AF.
For some reason, I doubt that.
Yeah,
but
Hey,
I'm gonna
no,
press.
I genuinely. All right. There are factors in my life that have made me become a more woke individual, a woke AF individual.
wait, is
First
Hayden gay? Did
Oh,
Hayden come out?
No.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You know,
We're
this will be
having
like
this
permanently in
This is on the
online.
internet right
Yeah,
now.
like this will be forever published online. So,
Hey. Well, please refer to me as my alias of
all
Butt Slayer.
right. I'm going back on.
Okay, well,
You're
I like doing the thing where every now and then we give Hayden a second chance, right? Like we unmute him just to see what he's up to.
Hayden, you're not muted for me. Talk away, baby.
No, I server muted him.
He's server
Oh,
me.
you server muted him. Okay, better. The commentary on that game was ass. And also, ha ha ha, Keegan, you fucking lost.
Again, it was a slightly better NPR podcast today.
Slightly better.
That's what
I'm
we're
ready
here
for that
is
rookie of
slightly
the
better
year,
than
though.
beer.
That's all I want. I think if I can win, if I can make it to like the quarterfinals, I think at that point,
We've just got to see
I,
improvement. It's really an improvement game because both of you and
I mean-
Tyler are both fairly bad.
We,
right
we
now.
have to see more improvement for the Keegan and me games because like whenever Keegan or I are in the commentary booth, I feel like we got more energy here. But like
I'm cool when
we
I get
play
it.
each other.
I'm cool in the commentary booth. I think.
No, you are.
I think
But, like,
Riley. I think
We're-
Riley's good. I think it's
this
just
is
not what
a
you want.
veiled. This is just a veiled way of saying Riley, you're the problem.
I am the
wait.
problem.
I
I'm
still
not.
think
I don't have the
Riley's-
energy for comment. I didn't want to do this. Y'all forced me into it.
no, that,
Riley
you know,
didn't
no.
even want to be here today.
I know I probably shouldn't say this on the stream, but
No, it's true though. Riley took one for the team, and we would not have had a second commentator if not for Riley. So
Just let Joe just like word vomit all over the place.
I'm ready for Rookie of the Year. I'm ready for it.
Wait, do you not get Latino automatically from Texas, California? What?
You should.
no, you don't.
Oh,
I have both
really?
of them right now.
Oh,
What?
I've been under the impression you get agro, oil, and Latino with those two.
I was under that impression as well. I guess you learn something every day.
Damn.
pretty wild right there.
Very, very interesting.
Oh, I got a notification from Hayden is saying, "Put me in for energetic commentary." What's your response to that, Keegan?
It may be too
No.
energetic.
No, okay.
I mean, that would
okay.
be. Is he the opposite of me? Because it feels like a little bit of the opposite of me.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
I
There we
mean,
go.
he's not lying. It
It's
would
two-
be
two ends
energetic
of-
commentary.
two
I
extremes,
can't commentate
you might
because
say.
I'm driving and someone would die.
Like right in the middle. I don't know who'd be right in the middle. Maybe you, Keegan.
Tim Ryan, may I ask what you're doing in Texas?
He's being a bully. He's bullying me too in Virginia, and North Carolina.
I'll be back.
All right.
Hey,
Already going for
Everyone knows
Texas.
Tim
It's
Ryan
fun.
is a bully.
Tim Ryan is a bully. Ugh.
Everyone knows Tim Ryan's a bully.
Tim Ryan's a god.
I'm still curious. Who is this AP guy? Is he actually random or is he?
Oh,
Why
wow.
would
I
anyone
didn't
want to
hear it.
listen to us?
Wait, AOC gets
You went up
101 off of
one- you
Latino.
went up
Holy
one-
hell,
Oh, shit.
Not bad.
that's a lot. What's her bonus? Is it 50?
That's- You know, I really want to be alive in a timeline where we can have Ronald Reagan and AOC in the same room.
I don't think Ronald Reagan would be okay with that. Would be
And
my.
I'd like
prediction.
Tim.
I know,
Ryan
that's
to
why-
be
that's why-
moderating.
I want to
Ryan.
see that.
We're not getting into this. We're
Oh.
not getting into this right now.
Okay,
Oh,
okay,
God.
fair.
Actually, you know what? For entertainment purposes, why don't we get into that now?
Why don't well you see here?
Oh, God.
Oh God, no, not that.
Not in the mood.
We're not,
Not in the
stooping
mood.
that low, Hayden. We'll do some things for viewers, but not those things.
I'm really just gonna let this like awkward air of
Something.
silence like.
I mean,
Fill the
right
air
now,
here.
Keegan, I've commentated a full game.
Yeah,
so
no,
has
that's
Riley.
fair.
You know,
No,
you've
that-
been
that-
silent. You've been
you know what,
silent this
Joe?
whole
That
time.
is
Why don't you
entirely
contribute
fair.
something, Keegan?
You know what? I'm in the wrong, Joe. I apologize, and you know I'm
That was not good
being
for me.
disingenuous for the camera because I would never apologize to you in real life.
Whoa.
My God, what is this conflict? What?
Yeah. Everything. I'm done for.
Jesus.
I've been tossed.
What do you mean? Well, well, Riley, you're attacking everyone. That's why.
I mean,
you
to be
attacked all
fair,
of
that
us.
is something you're doing right now.
I'm attacking
I mean-
like 2 people.
Riley,
You're-
give me your
you're
stand
in-
on the best defense is a good offense.
You're in Virginia. You were in North Carolina. You're in Texas. You put 400,000 in Texas. I think this.
Okay, well, sorry, I'm trying to be cool.
Damn.
Jeez.
Did you say cool and say North Carolina and Texas?
Oh no, I ain't going to
Shots
North.
fired.
I did go to North
Shots
Carolina.
fired.
Shots
I actually
fired
did go to
indeed.
Texas. Yeah.
North
Yeah.
Carolina and Texas.
Do you have any Texans in the audience?
Got a
Texas is back.
Don't
got a
believe
Texas is
diet
back.
Texan in here.
What, Oklahoma?
Oklahoma is
Texas?
not
Yeah.
Texas.
Oklahoma is not
Oh.
Texas.
Now, Ryan, what's your? Are you just want to let that
No
be
comment.
said?
Yeah.
Look, I'm number one in
I
the league
mean-
right now. I'm focused on winning games. Okay, I'm not focused on this banter.
He isn't even disputing the point.
So Oklahoma slander is allowed here.
So you're not doing it for the fans?
So is Oklahoma
Ryan?
the place you want to be?
Look,
Ryan
What'd you say?
Martinez does not care about the fans, Keegan.
Jesus, how much
I
money did I
care-
just burn there?
Versante. That's all I got to say about some of this.
guys, what is happening with AOC?
I don't
What?
know. What?
What?
What am I looking at?
You mean, what are you looking at?
Are you gonna do something?
Wait, who are you talking to?
I'm talking to Tim Ryan right now, who is getting worked over by AOC.
I'm working over him.
Yeah, you'll see it. You'll see it.
Now,
What do you
It's
mean
coming.
that's- What?
What does that mean?
What's coming?
Yeah.
You'll see. I don't show my cards. You know.
Fair. I think
Are
that's
you
fair.
guys? So what's the Arizona history like? Like, let's say I'm maxed out right now. What are the odds we conflict? Have we been conflicting there?
We have been conflicting a decent a bit.
Why is that? Why do we have this type of disunion in Arizona?
I feel like that kind of fits the state. They're not exactly in the greatest spot right now in terms of unity.
I don't know.
Oh no!
I've got
Whoa.
I've got it on low volume, but I felt like we needed to put some ambient music in here.
Alright.
This is very ambient.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to
No.
turn 9 of the unscheduled per-person game between myself, Joe Miller,
Y'all wanna
Keegan
just do,
Fong,
like, an
Ryan
hour
Martinez,
stream
and
every
Riley
day?
Black.
Not really. Not every day,
To
but
do that. I don't have the personality to be a streaming personality.
See, I feel like I do. So, what is
Then you stream.
They
But
do say you
I
have to have
need-
a certain ego to do this.
fair? No, I think that's
So-
fair. But the issue is I need someone to play against. So you know. Did you
I'm mostly
really lock
down,
in
I mean-
Washington? Jesus.
Keegan, I would love to
state?
play games against you, but they got to be my games.
Eh.
We're gonna play Bed
We are
Wars
not
2.
going to
Oh,
inquire
can-
whatsoever on the games they are playing. We are not
They will
going
be
to
Bed
do that.
Wars-
in
whoa, Bed
commentary.
Wars
Yeah. Can
and first-person shooters.
can I
and
convert
shit.
this? Do you really want me yelling at you like I did in PUBG?
If I'm playing against you, it's not getting yelled at. It's you getting your ass beat.
Whoa.
That's right. I'll lay down the smack. You want confidence? I got you.
What was I gonna
Alright.
say? Oh yeah. Is it okay if I turn this channel into a Bed Wars streaming channel?
yeah.
Late pivot.
Do you want a Minecraft
Unironically,
intro to
yeah,
go
Keep it
with
as
it?
270 live and just incorporate Bed Wars.
Just like a rebranding. Like so we take 270 live, and then we
Bed Wars.
You do a 180.
Considering I'm historically good at Bed Wars.
Oh,
Just
you-
like I'm
this channel can
historically
take
great
part
at
of
getting the
Minecraft, but-
African American vote in this game.
wait, Riley,
Can
do you
this
even
channel
own
have
Minecraft?
Minecraft Mondays?
Huh?
Do you even own Minecraft, Riley?
Of course I own Minecraft.
Ryan's the
Couldn't.
one who doesn't.
What kind of person do you mistake me for? Oh, jeez, AOC.
Yeah,
didn't
AOC
like
is doing
that.
some very strange things out here.
That wasn't
Some
very.
strange things. I'm winning.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, so Tim Ryan, instead of Tim Ryan attacking AOC and all the states that Tim Ryan is in, he attacks me.
Seems
Well.
logical enough.
I think it's
I'm
just
trying to
because me and
play.
Riley really built up some rapport doing commentary,
we
you know,
did.
so he just doesn't want to go at me.
and now he's
Just
trying back.
I just realized AOC's at 231. That's actually very concerning.
Yeah, she owns the entire
know,
Western United
I
States.
No, but like I was like aimlessly clicking here, but I didn't realize she's actually close to winning off a first ballot. That's actually like pretty big problem.
Yeah, well,
Well, now I have the
Hey,
Keegan shotgun to look forward
maybe
to.
you being in New York isn't the best thing. Have you maybe thought about that?
Maybe going into every single one of my states isn't the best thing, Keegan.
I mean, fair, but like,
50 states.
But what? But what?
it's much
Ryan,
more
your
mean
take
when
on
you
an
do
op-
it to me.
Ryan, your take on an offensive versus defensive stance in this game. Where would you say you line personally?
What is that? What does that question even mean?
What did you
You're mentioning the attack a lot. What
All
is
right,
this?
you're going
attack?
back on mute.
Hayden was asking like some philosophical questions
censorship
there,
of
but it's
different
like
values.
they had no direction.
Yeah, it was like if you were to take a AI and have it read like a bunch of sports interview questions and have it auto-generate a question. That's what that question would have been.
Well,
Matt, it felt like one of those Matthew McConaughey Lincoln commercials.
Why would you max out Georgia? What are you doing?
What are you doing? Why'd you max it out?
Because I already own the damn state.
interesting. That's all I got to say.
Ruth Bader Ginsburg, I just want to say for the record, why? Why are you doing this? Just why? Why are you trying
What do you
to tear
mean?
down
Keegan's a
AOC right
bully.
now?
Keegan's a bully.
Exactly, and he's never gonna change.
We're
He's
playing
just gonna
some bully
keep
ball
bullying.
here.
Keegan's a bully. We have to unite against it.
Yeah, Keegan, take
I think
that.
judging off of his bonuses, I have an idea which states he might go after.
You're gonna have to
There's
warn
two.
me when you
Do
unmute me suddenly.
What if I
Or
were
is
to
this-
tell you I didn't go into either of those states, Joe?
And either of them, well, I'd say you're lying. I'd say you're not correct. Keegan, at this point, you can pick up the crumbs if you want, but I'm winning this game.
Are ya? Wow.
Yeah. You
Interesting.
can have whatever crumbs you want.
Yo, I'm supportive of you winning this game.
Why?
Fuck you.
It's
It's
the best
Miller
response,
time, baby.
Keegan.
It is
Yes,
Miller time.
Miller time. Let's go. Yeah, so like Keegan, you were full of shit. You went into Nebraska. You did go into one of those states. Like,
I mean, I
this
never
is what
s-
I mean by I can't trust you in anything.
I never
you
said
do
I
in
was
anything.
truthful. I just, you know.
What if I were to tell you something that's not? You just framed it like that.
Yeah, I mean, like a little white
This isn't
lie.
like a Matrix meme. You're not like, no. What if I told
Yo,
you?
could you say this
Back
isn't like
up.
the animated Matrix movie? Asking for a
Hey.
viewers back home.
Hey, okay, the Animatrix is actually not bad.
Yo, does that mean you like anime? Discuss, please.
Not really. I mean, the Animatrix is sort of its own thing. I don't know. I watch it mainly because it's part of like the Matrix stuff more so than like me seeking out like anime.
Joe's a weeb.
Joe's a weeb, can confirm.
Joe Weeb Miller.
Doesn't roll off the tongue.
Joe, there's nothing wrong with being a more cultured individual and watching anime. I just want you to
Being
know
a
that.
more cultured Ugh. Keegan's just making me max out stupid states right now.
I
Is
mean,
all he's
fair.
doing.
That is
Hey,
And
what
fair.
states are stupid?
But the real plan here is for him to snatch California in several turns after making me max out several of these
No,
states. So I'm not
no
falling for your
particular
bullshit,
comment
Keegan.
here.
I'm not falling for your bullshit, Keegan. We're doing ballot next turn.
Are we? It'd be a
Yeah.
shame if I put into Minnesota as well this turn.
You don't know how much I put in there.
Well, I've got a 1 in 10 1 in 9 chance actually. So we're gonna find out.
You don't. I maxed it out, Keegan.
Did
so
you?
it's a
Because
1
I'm
in
looking
10.
at confliction in Minnesota right now, Joe.
No. No. Ronald Reagan did not spend?
Yeah, I don't like that. Also considering he's in New York right now, Ryan, I can count. You realize that, right?
Can you?
Yeah,
Hold up,
yeah.
hold up.
Wait, was that not ballot? Actually, you know, Joe, in the interest of me surviving, I'm-
now you want to push ballot.
I'm
Now
gonna
you
push.
want to push
I'm gonna
ballot.
let you push ballot, Joe. Why don't you spin in there and?
No, I'm not going to push a ballot. Or you know what? I'm going to push in there, but you don't know how much. Keegan, I don't want you to win this game. I'm not even aiming to win myself. I just want you to lose. How's that?
Damn, you hate to see it.
Yes, Joe. Unite against Keegan.
Now,
Why did you
Ronald
max out
Reagan,
Idaho?
I would
what-
like you
out
to
of
be
all
my vice
states?
president.
Oh lord.
What, you maxed it out as Keegan? Why do you do this